Hello, Darkman Doll here. I just wanted to do a quick video about Freeform Dreadlocks, which is the show that I do called Freeform Dreadlock Taught. And basically what I want to talk to you guys about is moisture and water. One of the simplest elements that is so helpful to you. And I'm not just talking about putting water on the outside of your hair or rinsing your dreads in them every day. I'm talking about water, drinking it, and in any type of way, like the natural waters that come out of fruits, certain really juicy fruits, and just straight up water, which I need to drink some of. I'm actually drinking tea right now, and the tea is turmeric and green tea. So what does green tea do, and what does turmeric do for the hair? Green tea is supposed to be really good for the hair because it's supposed to cleanse the hair follicles, is what I've read, and it's supposed to be good for the immune system. So if your immune system is tight, then you're less likely to lose hair off of your scalp, because that's where all the healing should start, is at the scalp level. Not so much the hair that's draping from your scalp, but your scalp. So a lot of people have been wondering about the water wash only method. Now, I've watched some videos about the water wash method only, but not all of them were pertaining to dreadlocks, and more specifically freeform dreadlocks. So I have my hair up in a towel because I just rinsed it. I rinsed my hair with hot water. A lot of people would recommend only using cool water or lukewarm water. Sometimes I feel like my hair calls for like something a lot more intensive, like hot water. So I'm going to take it down. It's drying in this towel. That's usually what I do. I just put it in the towel and let it dry for a little bit and then take it out and let it dry indefinitely. So that's what my hair looks right now, drying. So a lot of people, yeah, they've been wondering about the whole water rinse or water cleansing of your dreads. I feel like sometimes I need more than just water to cleanse my dreads because it could get oily and stuff. So I use, like I've been using for years, is the baking soda, rinse, where I put baking soda with water, mix that up, cool water or warm water. I haven't used hot water on it. And then soak my dreads in that for 30 minutes. Then after the 30 minutes, rinse it out really thoroughly. And then put either apple cider vinegar or white vinegar, and that's what I've had more of, is white vinegar. I put white vinegar and in a bowl with some, or in the sink with some water, and then soak my dreads in that for about 8 minutes, the least amount, 5 minutes, and then rinse that out, and then let it air dry. Some days, if I want to do a deep cleanse on my dreads and they feel extra, like they need a little extra. Now I've realized that I don't want to do that too much because it can be kind of drying when I do that method too much. So I just gauge it on what I need for my dreads. So I've had my dreads for over 22 years. I've gone through so many different stages with it because I've done so many different things to my dreads. And my advice is to not do a bunch of things to your dreads. Keep it simple. Please keep it simple. And some people do find water rinsing very effective. Some people judge people if they only rinse their dreads with water. I'm tired of people judging people with dreads, no matter what type of style they decide to, or not style, but method they decide to let their hair take on or do. I mean, you can't control people and what they want to do with their hair, and try to tell them their way is the wrong way to do things. How do you know that? You're not living inside their body. You don't have their hair. So please tap into your own hair and see all the elements of this earth that can help your hair grow. And that's, I say all the time, what you put in your body matters. And also the people you hang around, the energy that bounces off of people can sometimes, if you're an empathic person, you can absorb those energies. That one's kind of tilted. But yeah, please just be mindful of what's going on with your hair and not so hooked into what's going on with everybody else's hair, because we each have a different head of hair. And we do because our stress level is different. We have different professions. We have different family life situations. So take that into account. Stress level can really wreak havoc on the hair and the dreads. So my hair is like in different lengths, sizes, shapes, and I don't mind. And when it dries, this is what it looks like when it's drying. So what do I suggest for just if you want to wash with only water? See what happens. Try one day just rinsing your dreads with water and dry them really well and see what happens. See if you like it. Um, if you just start rinsing your hair with water and it starts to have a stinky smell to it, it probably needs a deep cleanse first. After you deep cleanse it, let it dry out thoroughly, and then you can experiment with cleansing your dreads with water. There's not a lot of videos or information out there on cleansing freeform dreadlocks with just only water. And there's a reason for that, because a lot of people with freeform dreadlocks that are just getting them now, they don't want to be judged if they are only using water. People will judge you if you have dreadlocks and you're only using water to cleanse them. So we need to stop judging people in the dreadlock community, just in general. If you don't want to do that method, then don't do it. But you don't need to judge people because they don't want to do the same method that you do. You know, what works for you may not work for everyone. So keep that in mind. And please also, with the health of your hair, remember that being active really helps. You know, don't feel like because you have dreadlocks you shouldn't be sweating and being active. It's a part of your life, and your dreadlocks are a part of you. So and it'll help your dreadlocks actually if you get active and get your heart rate up and start sweating, and you release a lot of toxins. So exercise is not just so you can look like a model, a supermodel, or attract a ton of dates. It's also about keeping yourself healthy and strong, and mindful of what you put in your body. You know, everybody's so into what's going on the outside of the body, on the hair, but we don't realize what's going on the inside of our bodies can be wreaking havoc on our health and our hair. Um, Certain foods can clog up the system and stop the growth of hair. If you eat a ton of one type of really fatty food and a lot of processed food, it's just a bunch of junk, and it's like you're a garbage disposal, just taking in a bunch of junk. Um, and that's not what you want to be, I'm sure. If you want your hair to get healthier and to grow healthier, and not so much be the goal of having really long locks, because that seems to be the goal of people, is to have really long locks. My hair's dripping. I'm gonna put this towel around me. But yeah, some people's goal is to have really long locks, and that's never been my goal. My goal was to have healthy hair, and I will emphasize that over and over again in every freeform dreadlock video that I do. That it's more important to concentrate on the health of your hair than the length of your hair, because you get so into just length. I want my hair down to my knees or down to my toes and all that. Um, it's not going to get there if you're stressing about it and thinking about it and not doing the proper things to take care of your hair. I have several videos where I talk about that and what I had to do to get my hair back in the shape. You know, stop doing things that I was used to doing. So yeah, washing your dreads with only water, you have to try it out yourself. I'm not going to tell you whether it works or not. I've gone like a while for just rinsing my dreads during the summer and not using any kind of cleansing like the apple cider vinegar or white vinegar and water or even the baking soda. You know, I just do that. I know there's a little occasional itch there because right now it's kind of dry here. So that's why during the warmer months I will do water rinses, just rinse my dreads out and then dry them naturally. So the only key is that you got to remember that you got to try to do the best you can to dry them thoroughly before you hit bedtime. So thank you for joining me today for kind of talking to you guys more about water rinsing. Um, Tell me what you think about it. Do you water rinse your dreads, or what? Do you clean the cleansing them with water is good enough? Some people do. Some people don't. So let's just come together and listen to each other's stories and not judge. You know what I mean? So, alrighty, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. And thank you so much for your comments. If you'd like to donate to this channel, you can look at the email address in the description below and donate to my Google Pay, and that will help to fund upcoming projects, possibly for videos, for upcoming videos. So, brightest blessings to you all, and just take it easy with your dreads. Don't look at them all the time. That's the main reason why a lot of people decided to let their hair dread, so they didn't have to deal with the high maintenance of when you don't have dreads. Alrighty, guys, brightest blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon.